Okay, welcome to anyone who's watching us on YouTube Live. And I'm going to go ahead and screen share, and we're going to kick off our learning lab for the evening. Welcome, Colonel Norman. Thank you for joining us. This evening, we're going to be talking about philanthropy. So we have some local programs, we have some national programs, and I'm hopeful that Colonel Howard from Twin W will be able to join us on this call. This learning lab was generated because he sent in a question asking how much money is raised nationally from the Civil Air Patrol USAA credit card rewards program. We're still actually working on that answer from national headquarters. They did just get the updated amounts on that recently, but I don't have them for you tonight yet, so I'm sorry about that. We're going to talk about some of the programs that are found throughout the national website, a few that we have on our website. So I'm going to kind of click back and forth between my slides and the internet. If you're following along at home, you can access these slides through the email that goes out every single week. And the links to everything I'm going to be clicking on are built within those slides. So you can come back to those and click on them yourself later. So the first program is the Amazon Smile program. This really doesn't require anything from you other than when you visit Amazon, you put the word smile before Amazon. It's pretty simple. Once you do this for the first time and you sign into your Amazon account, let me refresh this page here, it's going to ask you to designate which charitable organization you'd like to donate through. Now, just to answer a question that we get a lot, there is not any way to designate other than for national headquarters. So that's just the way that Amazon runs their program. That's not a national headquarters decision. National actually does try to break it out whenever the program allows, but because this all goes into a general fund, there's no way to know. However, it's a major thing that you can add into your Amazon account, and at least somebody is getting a portion of your purchases each year. It's really cool. At the end of the year, you can find out how much money you've actually donated to that program. So, it might be $70 by the end of the year. If you buy a lot on Amazon, could be even more. And a really cool way to maximize your fundraising dollar, if you're buying something for the unit through Amazon, then obviously, you can go ahead and add Amazon Smile into that purchase, give national headquarters a kickback of your purchase as well. So that's kind of a cool thing that we can all do. Most of us shop at Amazon at some point.
Do we know if headquarters has a way to know where it's coming from so they can kick it back to the wing?
No, there's no way to know. That's Amazon's. That's part of the way Amazon does it. And that's a long-term thing that they've looked at for years.
I'm going to bring that up at the command council.
It's a limitation of Amazon, not a limitation of national.
No. But if the member knows at the end of the year how much they've donated, and potentially maybe they could send that to national, and then maybe national would know where the funds come from and maybe kick it back to the wing. I don't know.
Sure, I don't know.
Definitely a question.
We'll take that into consideration.
Yeah, I can.
So the next thing would be monthly giving. So you can actually, through the national website, you can set up to make a monthly contribution that kicks back to national headquarters. Now, obviously, we don't all want to just give national headquarters money. I know here at the wing, we are short of cadets, so we don't have shiny cadets to march around and do fundraising events, and that makes it difficult for us. Wing is usually in a shortfall. But if we at Wing wanted to opt into some sort of program where we gave a kickback, we could actually still do that through National's website. They have not only a method for you to set up a monthly recurring donation to national headquarters, but you could do so. You could actually make unit donations as well. Now, back to my slide. There is a reference on here. I put coming soon in Washington Wing via Giving Fuel. So what that means for those of you out in the units, there's, if you've seen the Reg Fox system that we use for conference registrations, they also have a product called Giving Fuel, which is meant to host online fundraising. And that's something that, of course, with the appropriate approvals, keeping in mind the CAP fundraising regulation 173-4, and then the July 5th memo from national headquarters regarding the crowdfunding guidelines, keeping those things in consideration, submitting through WING, getting approval, we can actually set up a page for your unit that allows your unit members to make a monthly recurring donation to your unit. So kind of a good way if you're not doing squadron dues. We at WING could all take a pledge that I'm going to donate $5 a month to WING headquarters to help subsidize a department. So we could potentially set up an online fundraising page here at WING and do something like that, where we pledge to sort of have an optional dues. So that's kind of an idea that I've been working around. So I mentioned the support a local unit via the national page. Just to jump over really quick, this national page where I'm getting these links from is just Go Civil Air Patrol/giving. And if you go through that, you'll see a variety of different things. Some of those are the ones I'm going through here today. There's a few more than I will cover, but that's where you can find those source links. So if you do the support a local unit, make sure you're going to specify the charter number that you want that donation to go through when you make that donation. Corporate matching. There's a great opportunity here for fundraising dollars. There are a number of different employers. I know Adobe, Boeing, Microsoft, Bank of America. Just off the top of my head, these are all organizations that allow you to either track the amount of hours that you volunteer, and then they give you an amount of money per hour, or you can do a matching donation. So for instance, my company, they actually allow us to track our volunteer hours just so that they know what we're doing out in the community. We don't get money for it, but I could make a donation up to $3,000 per year and they'll match it. So I've thought, well, potentially that's a good opportunity for me to go around to all my friends every year and say, hey, you got any money to donate? I will cycle that to my headquarters and they will match it. So I could create my own sort of fundraiser by doing something like that. And be able to duplicate the amount of money I would donate to Civil Air Patrol through my employer. Civil Air Patrol National Headquarters has engaged with a program that has sort of a directory. I was actually really, impressed to find out this week that Adobe Systems, as well as my employer, they actually use the same system. So somebody had reached out to me and said, I don't see Washington Wing in here as a place for me to donate. And they sent me screenshots. And then I went into my company system and looked it up. It's the same system. So as soon as they get loaded in here, that will be available to any company who uses this system. So I guess the bottom line of what I'm saying out there is if you work for a large corporation and your corporate organization has any sort of volunteer matching program, do go out and look and see if Civil Air Patrol is available to you as a donation option. And if it's not, it's likely that if you're connected into the same network, it will be there soon for Wing at least, but you could get your local unit set up in there. So that's an option. I know that some units get $6,000, the maximum per year, from members and donations from Boeing. So imagine if you had two members who could give that much impact to your unit. That's $12,000 a year. Pretty incredible. Just to jump over really quick, that corporate website from the national page looks like this. Once my screen refreshes. So you can actually just go in here and type in a company name, and it would come up as an option and say, yes, they do participate in this program. This is right there on the national corporate page or the national website. This is a local opportunity that we have, Fred Meyer Rewards. If you have a Fred Meyer Rewards card, you can actually log into your account, and there's an option in there where you can link up your Fred Meyer Rewards account with Civil Air Patrol. And you can set that at the local level for your unit or wing. And that's just a way that some of your purchases goes back to an organization. And it's kind of a unique program. I looked around the internet to see if I could find any others that do something like that. And there are not many. There are a couple other rewards options we have. This is one through national headquarters, which is the USAA rewards card. So this is one where your purchases give a kickback to Civil Air Patrol at national headquarters. So that's kind of cool. I looked around to see if I could find another one of these, and believe it or not, Discover Card actually allows you to designate a charitable partner. So for those rewards that allow cashback options, if you have a card that allows a cashback option, you may be able to designate that cashback to benefit Civil Air Patrol. So that's that one. So we have covered, the last thing is member benefits. So we've talked about the philanthropic opportunities, the different rewards cards and some of those things. But I also wanted to point out, because we mentioned the USAA rewards credit card, that is actually a benefit as a member that you get. You can enroll in that credit card, of course, pending your approval. But we do just get discounts on some aviation products, insurance, magazine discounts, travel discounts, computer software, and other things. The reason I point this out is anytime our volunteers get to save $1, that obviously maximizes your donor dollar as well, because we all pay. So anytime we can save money, we're making money for the organization in the long run. So that is really my summary. We have just a couple minutes left. If there's anyone out there that thinks I might have missed something, does anyone have anything to add? All right, excellent. Well, thank you for calling in for our Learning Lab today. And we will wrap things up here and kick off our meeting in just a moment.
Very good.